Welcome to the Tom Barnard Podcast with the family with
Co-host Catherine Brandt.
Andy Barnard.
And Kristen Bird.
Kristen Bird. Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So what's the latest?
We lost James Beek yesterday.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
What
That
happened?
was really sad.
Colon cancer.
Colorectal cancer.
Ooh.
And at the age of 48, he's been sick for, I want to say,
Year
about
and a half, I
2.5 years now.
The 2.5?
He was diagnosed and didn't come public with it until a year into his diagnosis. And the only reason he came forward was that there was a tabloid that was going to out his situation, which
Well,
sucks.
that's disgusting because that's
Yeah.
personal medical information.
Yep.
How did they get a hold of it even?
Probably one of the hospitals. It happens all
nice.
the time. One
Well,
of the
then you can sue
workers,
them for HIPAA violation
if you know who it is.
if you know who it is. Yeah.
If you know who it is. And that's the thing.
Well, isn't that the hospital's problem? They should figure out who it is.
Yeah. I mean, but if you have a team of, 15, 20 people working on it, I don't know.
Fire them all.
Because he was seeking, traditional treatment along with alternative treatment. So it could have been a whole host of people who were looking to sell him out at that point. But I think besides the fact that he was a really nice guy, I worked with him on season 28 of Dancing with the Stars, and he was delightful. But I think that the other really big story that's come out of this is that he died essentially penniless because his treatment cost so much. He had lost his SAG after health insurance because he wasn't working, and he has 6 kids.
Jeez.
Wow, 6. I didn't know that.
So there is, and the kids are young. The youngest is 4, and I believe the oldest is 15. And when they were doing Dancing with the Stars, the kids were like running amok in the studio. They were really cute, really sweet kids. And there's a GoFundMe. As of when I checked it earlier this morning, it was at 1.36 million they had raised in terms of funds because they are about to lose their house.
Wow.
God.
Yeah. And it was so bad. Like, this is how dire it was. He sold off a lot of his Dawson's Creek memorabilia, Varsity Blues memorabilia to raise money to pay his medical treatments. I think he raised about $47,000 late last fall.
No, that'll pay for like one day in the hospital.
That'll pay for an aspirin.
Yeah.
But it's just a good reminder that you
Jesus.
can have a really successful career and like one major medical crisis will wipe you out.
That's very, very sad. I thought we had great medical coverage in America. What happened to that?
When
Yeah.
Yeah, and tied to employment, obviously he was the main breadwinner in the family. He was sick over the last 2 years. And because, you have to earn X amount of dollars in SAG in order to get health insurance with them, he was not able to earn that.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Yep. And they keep, raising the threshold each and every year. So, it used to be you could do some extra work and I think earn $12,000 and get like the base plan. That doesn't exist anymore. You need to earn like well into like 30 and 40,000.
Wow. What's scale at this point?
For what? I mean, it depends on the role.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess whatever would earn you that much. What role would get you
You'd have to
coverage?
and you'd have to get at this point. This is a crazy thing, and Tom, you would probably remember the heydays of like commercials. Like one commercial would pay your insurance for the year. That does not exist anymore. You need like probably about 3 commercial campaigns now per year in order to get into health insurance. You would have to work as a series regular. That would get you your health insurance because, of course, you'd be earning that per week. And I'm talking about series regular on a network show. 8 episodes on Netflix may not earn you enough.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
that's why
understand.
we are seeing, when I keep saying like, are we noticing like every actor is doing a Super Bowl commercial or they're having an alcohol line or they're starting a lifestyle brand? They need to fund their lifestyle and they are not as rich as we think they are.
Well, it used to be that when you were doing voiceover and you got to a level where you could charge triple scale or whatever scale was at the time, the problem was is they were giving it to people that were making very, very little money. And as you know, there's so many people that just because you joined doesn't mean you were earning anything.
Right.
And they were getting all this stuff. So I'm sure they had to do something about it. And now the costs of health insurance are so sky high, even for a huge thing like SAG and AFTRA. I mean, I'm sure they pay way less, to give you health insurance. But since we didn't live in California, our premiums were always really, really high.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
it wasn't, I mean, it was better than nothing, but it certainly wasn't great for us. And you were earning plenty of money to have
yeah.
good health insurance.
Yep.
We still
Right.
didn't have it.
I
The
see this-
Californians all did. They had great
yeah.
health.
Great,
Oh,
yeah, it's a great plan if you're on the
Great
SAG-AFTRA
plan.
plan in California
Yeah.
or New York. And I see a lot of discussion. Well, the actors can live anywhere besides California. Guess what? He lived in Texas, guys. And yes, he could have gotten a plan off the exchange. But I'm going to imagine that a family of 8 in total, when he's
Yeah.
not working, is astronomical when he's got cancer treatment. And
Yep.
I mean, a family of 8, just the premiums alone are probably $2,500 a month.
yeah,
Easily.
At least.
Easily.
yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, easily.
So we have to, and I'm sure people are like, but he chose to have 6 kids. That he didn't expect to either get colorectal cancer though either. So
Yeah,
Right.
it's just,
especially in your 40s.
especially in your 40s, and
Right.
he and his wife were kind of really into a very natural lifestyle and everything else like that. So they were eating clean and everything, but. He did admit that he's like, I waited to go to the doctor. And so the threshold for, colonoscopies is now 45. There's a real big call to do that, get them earlier because of the rise of colorectal cancer. And Margaret wanted to know he didn't get residuals from Dawson's. He did get residuals from Dawson's, but remember, it was on, I believe, the WB. WB, because it was not one of the main networks, SAG made concessions on residuals, so they got lesser than if he had Dawson's Creek been on ABC or NBC. So he didn't get Friends money. When these networks came up later, SAG was like, "Oh, well, you're new and you don't have the money, so you can pay less in residuals." Netflix barely pays any residuals, so even if Dawson's is on Netflix, you get pennies.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? It's all about the money?
What a
Whoever
world.
heard of
I know.
that?
What a
World.
shocker. But this is the thing, we talk about this. When tech started to disrupt the entertainment industry, tech has disrupted part of the healthcare industry. This is what we are seeing, and we all pay for it in the end.
Didn't Zuckerberg just move to Florida after donating all of that money and helping all of those politicians? I heard that he just moved out. And
Oh,
they were
really?
they were going to give him a huge tax, an exit tax, but they haven't passed that yet.
I don't know, because his neighbors was it Palo Alto, they hate him. So he's taken up, he has a compound, and he keeps buying each house next to, his
Oh,
property.
yeah. Yep.
And he started a school on that property, and they eventually had to get it shut down because that neighborhood wasn't zoned for a private school.
Zuckerberg apparently purchased a mansion on Indian Creek Island in Miami, and he's going to move there in April.
you
So,
Indian Creek in
$150
Miami.
million waterfront mansion. Why not?
Yeah, that's a beautiful area.
His California neighbors will not miss him. It's a good New York Times article if anyone wants to take a look at it, because it talks about his compound and how it's disrupted.
Oh, he's leaving because of a proposed 5% billionaire tax on net worth exceeding $1 billion. So,
I can't imagine having $1 billion and giving a care what my tax bill is.
Right.
I mean, I really can't. I just can't imagine.
Well, what's the 5% of like $1 billion? I mean, it's
well, apparently this billionaire tax somehow could have cost him like tens of billions of dollars.
Oh, he's got that much money? Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Well,
But
let's see.
Massachusetts passed a similar one, and they haven't seen an exodus of billionaires in that area.
Why don't we do what we used to do? You want to make a lot of money and then get off your ass. How about that?
Well, I do think that billionaires should pay their fair share of taxes.
Well, fair share, absolutely. I
Fair
agree
share.
with you. There's no question about that.
Yeah,
but-
because I mean, they are hoarding wealth and making it harder for other people to get money because they're hoarding all of the
Right.
money. So that increases inflation and it hurts all of us.
all the little people.
All the little
Let's see.
grunts
So it's
out
a-
here paying
It's a
our
one-time
taxes.
5% tax, so it's basically a cash grab on assets exceeding $1 billion. He has a net worth of $229 billion.
Jesus.
So this would have cost him $11 billion. 5% of his net worth would be 11.
Oh, wow.
But the problem is he doesn't have $11 billion in cash just
Not
lying
liquid.
around.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I don't understand. How do you say assets? Because if your assets are, like
Yeah, you
50
can't tax
billion.
assets. It makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
Yeah, it's a
understand
terrible proposal, and I don't think it'll pass for that reason. But apparently, he thinks it might because he's out of here.
Bye. I don't care
Great.
about Mark Zuckerberg.
I know, but now we've got him.
I'm like, oh, bye. That's not a loss.
No, but those people, they've got so much money. They influence all kinds of things with elections and everything else.
They do, and I
Sadly.
believe that he'll probably still keep his California compound. I'd be shocked. I'm sure he'll just establish residency in Florida, is my guess, and keep some type of property in California.
When are the voters of America, the people of America, going to understand this is just a big scammy game? And all of these politicians on both sides, maybe there's one or two of them that's a decent person. Most of them are the biggest money-grubbing pigs I have ever seen.
I think a lot of people are waking up to that fact.
I was going to say that same thing, Catherine. I feel like the last 4 weeks, it's been, and
Yeah.
it really has been. And it's kind of actually refreshing to watch just people wake up and realize that it's top bottom. It's not left, right at this point. We've got to collaborate on this and figure out a way.
Well, I think that would make sense. We actually work together instead of believing that the politicians always tell us, oh, they hate you. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
You're just trying to make more money, a money-grubbing pig.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't know. That's really sad. Yeah, back in the day, I always dreamt of, okay, well, I know we got no dough now, but if I work hard and get out there and get up. And it did happen. I got successful because this is America. I didn't have to take advantage of anyone. People took advantage of me along the way because I tried to help other people out. And instead of helping them out, they just stole the money. That's how some people are. But look, not everybody needs to be told what they are and who they are by politicians, because you politicians are the phoniest bastards on earth. Don't you think?
I do think.
God.
Yeah, I'd never run for office. But, I also think, too, like, my career was, I didn't follow, like, a traditional path into where I am today.
Right.
And I was like, there's no way I would have had my level of success if I was just starting right out from college today.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's
Yep.
the other thing. I do think about, like, the younger generation. I'm like, I can't even necessarily advise them on how to make this path happen for them because there's layoffs going on left and right in the journalism and in the broadcasting industry. The best advice I say is, like, create your own path with content creation, because that is where the money is right now. And if you're going to do the journalist route, like, independent journalism's great, but also try and get some mainstream journalism experience just under your belt to see how things function. But it's not going to be this, like, linear path that you could, follow these steps and then all of a sudden you'll be an editor or, you'll be on TV. It just doesn't work that way.
What was just posted above Clown Shoes 79? There was something posted on there, and I tried to read it. Can you see it, Andy?
He posted several things. I'm guessing it's this one.
No. It's the one that appeared above. He didn't post it. Somebody posted something just above him.
Oh, well, he said that the problem is 70% of people that has trouble thinking about the level of a ninth grader, and then
Sure.
Fire said to give them that much credit.
Oh, that's what it was. You give him that much credit. Let's say clown or something.
Clown
name is
Shoe
Clown
79.
Shoes.
I
Yep.
kind of
Clown
like
Shoe
that
79.
hashtag.
Well-
That's true, though. Yeah, the critical thinking is gone in this country. So
Well,
Yep.
what's really, really frightening is the fact that, these kids cannot read coming out of high school and they're going
Yep.
into college and they can't read, they can't do math. Tom is watching YouTube like all the time.
Yep.
And there's these, man on the street in Manhattan and they're like, who's the president of the United States of America? Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Jay-Z?
Cannot be real.
Oh, it's real. Oh, yeah, Andy. You need to watch it.
I mean,
Even when I was at my
What?
most clueless, I knew who the president was.
you can always name. I felt like in school they would always talk about, like, who the president and vice president was, because you would be
Yeah.
doing segments on. whether you were doing American history or
But not
current
anymore.
events.
They couldn't name countries. They couldn't name states. They'd had no idea where anything is at all. But they sure did know who the Kardashian sisters were. You know, he would ask like popular culture
Yeah,
stuff, and they would
would
know
know
all
that.
of
Yep.
that stuff. But they
Yep.
didn't know anything
Yeah.
about the world outside of like popular TV people and music people. Nothing.
And then we go back to technology and we go back to social media and having a device in our hand at all times.
Right.
Yep, it's really kind of scary. I don't know if we can even produce a decent doctor anymore. I don't know if we can do it.
That's not
Some
great.
some of the questions they asked was just, they were very simple questions. Most of the people responding, I would say, were in their probably mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
And he asked them all kinds of questions, or they across the board, because several people are doing it. They asked them very simple questions, and they knew zero answers. They didn't know any of the answers to anything, because that's not what they teach in school anymore.
And it wasn't just a stage of being camera shy or whatever. He gave them plenty of time. He
Yep.
gave them some hints. He said, you know, you guys can think about it, and they just don't know. They just don't know basic, common sense stuff. It's
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of schools, especially in big metro areas, they're just there to babysit, basically.
Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely right.
And the
That is
parents
it.
aren't doing anything either. When the kids go home, the parents aren't reading to them or teaching them or anything. The kids are just, they're latchkey kids. They don't have any cares about them.
When the schools started clearly failing our inner city children, this is a long time ago. This has been going on forever. This is nothing new. When they started failing, and it was all about money, and it's butts in seats. That's how they get
Right.
paid.
Yep.
So that's all they care about, is having huge classrooms and lots of kids in their district, and they want more and more and more kids, so they get the money. It's not about them learning. And a couple of school districts, I think it was maybe in Maine, they started to give raises on merit for the teachers. It's like if your kids get good test scores and they're showing up for class and they're doing all this stuff and they can do math and read, you're going to get your raises that way. And it was very popular, but it was just, it's easier to just have a ton of kids that are just sitting there staring at their phone all day.
Yep.
I'm sure.
Well, and I think it's hard too because there's a lot of teachers who are on TikTok talking about the kids come to school not knowing how to tie their shoes. A lot of them aren't potty trained. And, you know, when you're going into kindergarten, you're supposed to be potty trained. Like kindergarten teachers are like, what
Yeah,
are we supposed to
we're
do
not
here?
gonna be
So
changing
parents aren't
diapers.
parenting, teachers aren't able to teach. There has to be ways for people to meet in the middle. I don't know. I mean, I'm
I
not a
would love to
parent,
see
so.
I would love to see people meeting in the middle, but there's not a hell of a lot of that going on right now. It's pretty amazing that people are putting up with this. There's no education any longer. There's no answering for anything. I just don't understand where we're headed.
Well, when Mississippi has better test scores than
Yeah.
Minnesota
Yep.
and New
true.
York
What do they have
and
better test
Illinois,
scores in?
huh?
What do they have better test scores in? What
Math and reading.
Really?
Mississippi, yes, that just came
no
out.
way.
They
No,
are doing.
not a chance. Not a
Nobody
chance.
believes it, but it's true.
look at them.
And
Where do we look it up?
what they started doing is they started failing the kids until they got it and they would not progress to another grade. It's like you are
they
going to
cut-
learn how to do this. That's what they did. I'm sorry.
They cut a bunch of people out and then said those are our numbers. So
Well, that'll work.
we used
I
to.
don't know.
That was the big thing in St. Louis Park. Was my boys were a big part of the grading there, just for how they brought up the grades. So
Yeah. Yep.
So-
Andy, what are you finding out?
Yeah, Mississippi does outperform Minnesota in key metrics. In fact,
Anna. Anna.
where's that from?
this
Fox
is-
News.
Oh, here we go.
New York Times does have an article from 3 days ago about this. And they said
Yep.
that
Oh, an approved source. Okay.
you got 3 red states are the best hope in schooling: Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana.
Alabama.
I thought I'd see the day.
And it says they were traditionally America's educational basement.
Yeah.
Wait, they were traditionally America's educational basement, but now they are showing blue states a way forward.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And a lot of it is making the kids be held back so that they will learn.
Okay, all of you say, Nana, we're not worthy. Come on, say it.
We're not creating segregated schools.
Well, when you hear teachers saying stuff like the only thing that matters is, and it isn't anything having to do with basic core science, math, and reading, it's all politics, you got to wonder why maybe these kids are being affected. We've been seeing this in Minneapolis for decades. The kids that were sent out to different school districts, busing, all that stuff that was supposed to help them so much. The Edina School District, this is 10 years ago. This is before COVID. This is before the stay-at-home, Zoom classrooms. The black kids and the brown kids were doing worse when they went out to these schools because they were just being pounded about how horrible it is to be you.
Yeah, they're being used as tools, basically.
It was. I mean, it's a proven fact. They started doing worse, and for some reason we just keep on doing it instead of changing course, and I don't know why we won't.
I don't know.
I think Tyre Carver has a good
Kristen,
explanation.
on the entertainment front, we have Wuthering Heights coming out today. How big a deal is that?
It is a big deal. Jacob Elordi is like the hottest young actor right now, and everyone loves him. So,
Who?
Margot Robbie.
Oh,
Yep.
I like Margot Robbie.
Was it? Did you see Journey? Did you see with her and Colin Farrell?
No, we were just talking about that the other day, weren't we? Last week we talked about it.
No, I've seen all year. That was a great movie, and it's been panned, but I really, really like that movie.
I was gonna say people hated it, and it's like I find people who have seen it love it, and then other people who had to watch it were like, you're on one side or the other. There's no in between on that movie.
It's a great movie, and it must be our educational system. I don't get it.
We liked it. We went and saw it in the movie theater, and we liked it. I don't know. Yeah, we were surprised that everybody hated it after we saw it. We were like, this is an enchanting movie. It's delightful.
Yeah. I thought Margot Robbie did her best performance she's ever done. She showed so much growth as an actress.
Look at that. That's a big statement.
Margot Robbie is so talented. They're already responding.
She is talented. Come on, she's Barbie.
Hey,
what
Barbie.
movie? Charlie wants to know.
What is the full name of that movie?
Charlie Albuquerque.
Was she? Did she do Barbie?
I'll try to get a word in here. That'd be great.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. Go ahead. No, I was just kind of wondering what movie Charlie from Albuquerque's asking.
Oh, it's Journey, like Bountiful Journey or Great Big Journey.
Great Big Beautiful something.
Yeah.
Did you ask if Margot Robbie did Barbie? She was Barbie.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
She was Barbie. I'm like, she was Barbie.
Yeah.
On what Barbie Stein Day or Barbie, what was it called? Barbie Nuremberg Day or Barbie?
Barbenheimer.
Barbenheimer Day.
Yeah, it was great.
Barbie.
It's a big,
That was
bold,
a great
beautiful
weekend.
journey, by the way.
Big, bold, beautiful journey.
Yeah,
That's
from
what it
last
was,
year.
yes.
And Colin Farrell plays himself. That guy has like one role, just
He's
himself.
got one type. That's it.
Colin Farrell, you know.
That's the deal.
It was fun. It was a fun movie, I thought.
Yeah, we had a good time going to see it.
So,
that whole
when does
situation.
Idiocracy turn into a documentary? Very close. Very, very close. No,
Yeah,
We're there.
that has people shot in the streets. That would never happen in America.
No, God, no, absolutely not. I don't know. The whole situation, just watching the news and I try to bounce from place to place to place to place to get kind of everybody's take on it. But all of the takes on the news now are so extreme, either way left or way right, that you still can't walk away going, oh, so that's the deal.
Oh, I'm not watching it.
Oh, it's disgusting. You can't watch it because they're not telling you the truth.
Yeah.
It's how they can make the most money.
Just to go back to Margot Robbie, they were just talking about I, Tonya, which was another great Margot Robbie role. Fantastic. And Allison
think I
Janney won
saw
the
that.
Oscar for that. She plays Tonya Harding. So good.
Oh, how old is that? Maybe I did.
Maybe about 8 or so years old.
Yeah.
Maybe I did see it then. Yeah.
And her mom, who played her mom, that did a great role in
Allison Janney.
that. That's right. Yeah. The
good.
smoking mom.
So 2017. So it was 9 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
But that's a good one to watch during the Olympics. So 'cause it's very fitting.
That and bronze. Bronze is a great one to watch during the Olympics.
There's a lot of good Olympic fare. And like hockey right now is the most popular sport with heated rivalry. And then there's a couple figure skating docs and scripted shows on Netflix. and Amazon's coming out with a female hockey drama called Off Campus, and season 1 hasn't even come out. They've already renewed it for season 2, so I guess they're expecting it to be huge.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, actually, I got a text from a listener. It says, "Good morning. I feel the need to remind you that when you complain about Minnesota pro sports teams, you need to clarify you're talking about the men's teams. Because Minnesota's women's teams are
That's true. That's true.
That's
To be
a good
perfectly
point.
fair.
It is a
To be
good point.
fair,
It is
that
a
is
good
a
point.
good point.
We got to
yes.
support women's sports. It's important.
That is true. So, but yeah, Wuthering Heights out today, and it's getting mixed reviews.
I still think it's going to do well no matter what.
Oh, yeah,
because it's
absolutely.
a Valentine's weekend. It's got Jacob Elordi, and people are so hot for him that they're going to go and buy tickets. Or every man is going to get dragged to the movie theater this weekend by their girlfriend or wife.
Yeah, but it'll
Dragged.
work out because it's important. So it'll get things going.
It is?
Yeah.
Huh.
And
It's
everybody
what?
will be wearing a corset. We're going to wear a corset. All of us are going to wear a corset to next week's podcast.
Even the men.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know.
I got
He's talking
lost
about
somehow.
like ripping off the corset, all the
Tearing of bodices?
Oh, Bridgerton-esque.
You kind
no
of did
Wuthering
that,
Heights.
Kristen. You kind of did that like you have experience doing it. I'm just saying.
You got to know the technique. It's in the wrist, actually. It's
Yes.
Yeah, the role playing.
It's Dancing with Stars in the internet.
It's all true.
Now, if you've ever seen a real live corset, you have no idea. Those things are like a suit of armor. They've
Yeah,
got
they take you
whalebone
hours
in
to
them.
undo.
Yeah, it's like you've got to have 3 women helping the other woman into it. It's not something you can just.
There's no bodice ripping unless you're
There's no
literally like taking
Velcro.
scissors and just quitting.
No, there's no Velcro.
All right, you only got a couple of minutes left there, sister. So what
The
should
other
we be doing?
big show that comes out today, and we'll probably hear a ton about it, of course, is Love Story. That is the Ryan Murphy, his take on JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. So the first 3 episodes are out tonight on FX. You'll be able to watch it tomorrow on Hulu. And of course, it's going to go through their tumultuous romance and love story and marriage, and of course, tragic ending.
They were married? I didn't even know that.
They were married, and not long. They married, I believe, in '96.
Yeah. He was the guy who kept failing the bar. I think he failed the bar like 3 or 4 times.
He sure did. He sure did. That was a big story too in the news at the time when he was failing the bar. But yeah, I mean, and their marriage was not healthy. I mean, she hated he loved the media. She hated the media. The paparazzi were chasing her everywhere.
Oh, I bet.
There's allegations that both of them were stepping out on each other, and that even the night before he passed, there's rumors that he was at the Stanhope. In fact, I don't know if a lot of people know this. He was at the Stanhope with one of his old flames.
Wow.
And then they were going, but if anyone watched Sex and the City and knows the love triangle between Big and Aiden and Carrie, and she's at the Stanhope and has the affair with Big, that is based off of JFK Jr.
Wow. Wait.
Yes.
Kennedy had an affair? I will never believe it.
no way.
What are we? That would never, ever, ever happen.
Okay.
It's in their DNA.
Well, he was a good-looking guy. I'm sure he got offers nonstop.
He was hot.
was
I mean, like anytime he could have his shirt off, he would. He was in Central Park, like throwing a frisbee with his shirt like tucked into his shorts. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the deal.
You had both the corset throw and the kind of look off the distance, Kristen. That's scary. Just
JFK, like that was like, I mean, that is like core, like early, younger Gen X, like probably elder millennial fan fiction is JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Like we were just sold this fairy tale, and then you go and you're like, oh, that really wasn't.
The Kennedys had probably the greatest publicist of all time.
God,
and it
for
was
real.
probably because there was no internet, but they had good people around them that told a very good story.
Yep.
Great story, crafted a narrative, and I mean, growing up in Massachusetts, the Kennedys were absolutely mythic. So
Yeah.
There you have it. All right. That's another big day for you. We got to wrap up tomorrow, kick off the weekend. So we'll look
it's
forward
tomorrow
to talking.
Friday. This week has gone by so
it is.
fast.
Yep.
Speak for yourself.
It is.
I love
Friday
it.
tomorrow.
I
I've been
like
sick all week, so.
You've been sick a lot lately.
I've got young kids. That's how it works.
Every
Brett,
germ.
Brett's here.
It'd be nice when you can open the windows again.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's called burping your house.
Yep.
Oh God, that sounds nasty as hell.
Does sound
Burping
disgusting.
your
It's
house.
a I think it's like Norwegian or like the
Are you talking about
Scandinavian
German
countries.
Muften? Yeah.
They call it burping
Yep.
your house. Yeah.
The audience can't see people off the screen, but it's always interesting because Britt comes in and she's contemplating what she's going to say.
Oh, great. That's all I need.
She's
I know
reading
you
her
can
script
hear me
right
too,
over.
by the way. All
right,
right,
bye.
we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Troy. I just saw your message. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
I'll see you next week from San Diego.
San Diego.
Up.
Oh, I'm just gonna. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Bird Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Mr. Bryant, you have 2 spots today. Do you want to do one of them live?
Sure, we can do one live.
Do you want to do this one live or the next one live? But probably the next one live would be
We
good.
can do one. Mike too sensitive? Ad. So here's the question. Mike gives someone tickets, gives them their Timberwolf tickets. And even though the game's not until a week and a half, they continue to ask for them right away. So I get them the tickets. Then I hear that one of their friends has a kid who has a birthday who loves the Timberwolves, and they give the tickets to them. I personally feel that if you get tickets, you shouldn't give them to somebody else without my approval. But
Probably true.
I also feel,
No, that's
also
true.
feel like if I give a homeless person money, they can do crack. I don't control what they do with it. So the question is, am I
Yep.
being too sensitive?
You sensitive? No. So you want to do you want to do the live? You want to do the live spot here or the next one? Bradshaw and Bryant. There you go. Thanks. Well,
What's your phone number? We can at least put that in there.
yeah.
Do that.
800-770-7008, or you can find us at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nice
You're
throw.
listening? Absolutely. You're listening to me. Your customers are listening to me, and they'll hear me promote your business. The Tom Barnard Podcast attracts thousands of listeners who are loyal, engaged, and ready to support businesses they trust. Our podcast has helped numerous businesses increase traffic, sales, and brand recognition. We're not just about ads. We're about results. Whether you're a local business or a national brand, we offer custom advertising packages designed to fit your unique needs and goals. Our audience spans multiple demographics, allowing you to target your ideal customers with precision, from millennials to baby boomers and everyone in between. With the broad reach of the show, passionate following, your business will see increased visibility and awareness, translating into more customers and sales. I just don't know how fair it is that we go from, one segment to another, and then we got to put up with Brittany. I mean, we get to talk to
The
Brittany.
worst.
It is hard to follow Kristen. Like,
Kristen.
first off, she's blonde, so that's already a win.
Oh,
You've decided that's a
Yes, yes. Oh yeah, I
All
went to
right.
the Tom. I went to the Legally Blonde musical, and one of the main themes are like she is so depressed she might dye her hair brown.
win. Really? Thinking about it, huh? Okay.
I know, but I mean, it pokes fun at the whole blonde
Totally.
thing.
It's
I mean,
super
that's
funny,
That's
yeah.
why it's so funny. Yeah,
And that's why I like
exactly.
leaning into my co-host is blonde, and I'm always like, must be nice. I mean, I'm fine. I've tried to be blonde before, and let me tell you, with these eyebrows and everything on me,
Yeah.
it's a hot mess.
That wouldn't work. No.
No.
So it's a lot like with the Star Wars movie, or not Star Wars, Star Trek movie, where he came out and the place they got banished was basically Minnesota.
Oh yeah, Star Trek 5 or whatever that was.
Yep.
When they went
Where
to
it
the
was
ice planet.
cold and ice, and that's Minnesota. That's where
Yep.
we live. We've been banished.
We've been banished?
Yeah, apparently.
Well, that's not a good thing.
What
So,
was
Britt,
that? I'm gonna look that up.
That was the Spock movie, the third one.
That
That's
was-
scary. I nerded that
Oh,
one.
here it goes. Aurora Penthe or Penthe, maybe. I don't know how to pronounce it.
No clue.
I've never watched this movie.
So, what are you like cooking with an apron there, Britt?
No, I just have
You look
a
like you're
top on
wearing
a
an
top.
apron today.
Nope,
A top on a top.
just a top on a top. Nope,
Double
no apron.
topping.
I don't even. You know what's funny? I don't know, Catherine. I mean, I like to cook and everything. I almost never put an apron on.
You
I've
know, I I don't either. And then what happens is I end up getting some sort of stain on a shirt that I like, and then I'm mad, and then I wear an apron for a few days, and then I don't do it. And
dish soap. Rub dish soap on the stain before you put it in the wash.
Look at Andy with the tips.
It's true.
I've had many a stained shirt in my time.
So the woman who sang the national anthem at the Timberwolves games last night, I think she was wearing a pretty nice white blouse, but they jammed a Timberwolves shirt over, so she had like puffy arms and like a puff coming out, and it's like, look.
I've been
looking like this.
I've been in the game long enough that a free T-shirt is not worth ruining my outfit over. Like literally, I mean, I know you guys have all experienced this of like, here, wear this on stage. No, doll. Like I intentionally picked my outfit out. I don't need to wear like some radio station weird shirt. I'm fine. You're fine.
Going back to the ice planet that Mike Bryant mentioned.
Yeah.
It's canonically on the poles, so the coldest part of the planet, this hostile planet where they send dangerous criminals they can't escape from because it's so cold. On the poles, it drops as low as minus 30 Celsius, which in Fahrenheit is minus 22.
Wow.
It was colder than that, I think, 2 weeks ago in Minnesota. Yeah, we are literally colder than the prison ice planet in Star Trek.
I did an expert review in Duluth, and it was negative 54. It was the coldest day they'd ever had. There's pictures that I took that you can see the shaking in the pictures. They're like dogs.
Oh yeah.
It was, and then I like manned up and went out there and held it steady and took pictures. That was brutal.
Oh yeah.
It's the coldest I've ever been in my life.
My brother used to run around with a button that said, International Falls, 54 below keeps the riffraff out.
Yeah.
I love that.
I don't know about that anymore.
I'm not sure if it's true, but...
So I do have to ask everybody's take because it's building into a bigger and bigger and bigger story. This Bad Bunny thing, what did he say? Because I didn't watch the halftime deal.
He didn't say anything.
I thought he was talking about sex and grabbing his dick and all kinds of stuff.
Well, yeah, that's what his music is about.
But he didn't talk about sex. He did grab himself at one point. But I mean, when you're watching sports and you're bothered by people grabbing their junk,
yeah.
Like, what?
No. What I'm asking is, he apparently did say a bunch of things in Spanish that were very vile.
No,
his lyrics are very vulgar, extremely vulgar.
What it says.
He is incredibly vulgar.
So the people who want to watch Kid Rock are complaining about the words that I don't know. But if they're willing to accept pedophiles, I don't accept their theory.
Who's a pedophile?
Well, the president of the United States, but
that's never been proven.
I think it's been proven pretty solid.
Not in a court of law.
No.
Therefore,
but since the Bible was written in English, hey, who am I to say?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I am like your most vanilla person in my everyday life. I love dirty music. I'm sorry. Is that so wrong? Like, I feel like we built this nation on rock and roll. Like,
That's not the point.
But I don't know why it's just like people are searching to be upset. And I go, that's such a weird place to be.
I would not have cared to hear that when Andy was 7 and Alex was 5 because they watched the Super Bowl with us. I would not have cared for that at all.
There was that Janet Jackson controversy with the Penske. I mean, people were freaking out about that for years and years. So, I mean, it's not like, worrying about vulgarity in the Super Bowl halftime show is a new phenomenon.
I feel as an outsider, because I don't really give a flying fig about the Super Bowl whatsoever. To tell you the truth, I couldn't care less if it stopped being played tomorrow for the rest of time. Wouldn't bother me a bit. Anyway, I feel like they play the audience every year with all of this. That's because people tune in to be outraged.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
think
really
you're right.
think that's what this is all about. And the artists, of course, play into it because as soon as they get on the big stage, then all of a sudden everybody knows who they are and they make billions of dollars more. Everything is about promotion and money for the NFL. There's nothing to do with American pie, homemade lemonade anymore. It's all about just money, 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 money.
You're so right, Catherine. Like, I think you're 1,000% right, is that, like, it is fake outrage. I don't know anybody.
Absolutely.
I mean, my kiddo, who's 3, watched the Super Bowl halftime show, danced her face off, and I wasn't in a place of, like, let's look up those lyrics to see if she should be offended.
Right.
Like, it was fine. She also, I mean, I kind of play that, like, it's me and her so I kind of play with the line of like, what's okay. We watched the Grammys like until she had to go to bed, and there's like girls half naked running around, but like she also see her mom half naked, so it's not necessarily a sexualized thing. I don't know. Like, I think it's like all what you have conversations in your home about, right? Like,
what was cool is your conversation with her about why he was a bad bunny.
Yes, yeah, like that was the big thing. Is Gogo was very obsessed with like, why is he bad? And I was like, I think he steals Easter eggs. And she was like, oh.
No, you should have said, why is he bad? You ever heard him sing? Thank you. That's great to be here.
The big thing that was demographics and ratings. I mean, they're looking for international audience.
Right.
The two things I like, it wasn't for me. And I was with a bunch of Vikings giving me TED Talks about the Super Bowl, which was interesting at Turtle Lake. But the two big things were the whole intro was kind of too much like we're waiting for ice to run in. And then the other part of it was the kid who looked like Liam. I didn't like that because it's like, if Liam's supposed to be in Minnesota, what the hell is he doing in California? So that was the two things that just popped in my head. But overall, I didn't care. And I was busy losing money on the Patriots. So I got
to be honest. I'll be honest with you about one thing, too. I just tried to think through this. And since 1960, I'm pretty sure I have watched 0 halftime shows in the Super Bowl.
You watched the Rolling Stones and you watched Prince.
Did I?
You did. We talked about it.
Oh, did we? So, because I don't remember doing that. But I would watch Prince, and that was still sad that I met Prince, and he was a guy who was so. A lot of people saw it as arrogance, but it wasn't. He had this. He felt very uneasy around other people, you know.
Yeah.
And he was just a sweetheart of a guy. I mean, I didn't sit down and schmooze and all. It was just pretty much a hi, hello, and how you doing, that kind of thing. But you know, yeah. So I watch him. And the Rolling Stones. I don't remember watching. Did I watch a lot of the Rolling Stones? Because I can't remember.
I don't know how much you
It's a long time ago now.
It's a hell of a long time ago. Yeah,
yeah,
I just.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say very quickly. I'm just not a halftime. No matter who it is, I'm just not a halftime kind of guy. I'd rather go wander off and have a hamburger or something.
Yeah,
absolutely.
My great loss was that I never got to ask Prince what he thought about the jingle, because I knew he listened to K-Fan, and I would love to have gotten his view on, does Prince sit around every once in a while and just kind of belt out Bradshaw and Bryant?
He might.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
He might
How long have you been using that jingle for?
Too damn long. It started in St. Cloud probably in the 1800s. I don't know.
Wow. In the 1800s, that's exactly
every new
right.
Station I get on, and suddenly people are like singing it. It's like, oh yeah, I've been listening. I've heard it. Yeah. And no, I will never sing it.
We knew a guy that worked for Prince for a very long time, and he said that Prince never even took an aspirin, and he was not a druggy guy until he fell off that stage and hurt his back. And
that's so sad.
I know.
I hear about that constantly in the military, man. It's like these people that I deployed with and all this stuff, and then they get hurt and they can't figure it out, and then they're just in it, and it's like, God, it's so sad.
Yeah, back pain is the worst because often, even if they know what's wrong with your back, they can't do anything about it because of all the nerves in there. So, it's like something's horribly, horribly wrong with your leg. Worst case scenario, we can saw the thing off. It won't hurt anymore. You don't have a leg, but hey. But if that goes on in your spine, it's, you can't do anything about it. You just got to take pain pills for the rest of your life.
Yeah, Britt, you've met Nick. I mean, he's got PTSD going back to the military. That's like, it's crazy. I mean, that part of it's like crazy what they deal with. And the number of suicides that come out of military is just, it's horrible. So,
there it is. Oh, I should mention this. Jaden says Prince was a kid when Tom met him. Jaden, I think you're right. He probably was a kid when I met him. That was a long, long time ago.
It was when he stopped growing. So.
Yeah, that's right. He never got any taller. That's
never got. Do you remember the comedian who came in who talked about how small his clothes were? They had gone to see him.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, he has the smallest clothes. He couldn't have been a man.
Yeah, like child size.
Yeah, child size.
Oh, yeah. Have you guys been to Paisley Park? I did the tour about a year ago, and you're just like,
I know.
Never could I. You go, that is, Go can't fit in that. Like, she's already 4T. Like, that's wild.
Yeah,
that's like
he's a
something
tiny
I'd
guy.
buy in a thrift shop.
According to his
so small.
Official sources, he was 5'2".
Yeah, I don't think he was even that big, but he had such a big
only
personality. So it's like, when people say, "Oh, I think you're 6'7," it's like, no, it's
6'7".
No, he was.
But I will tell you, like I said, going back, meeting him all those years ago, and then apparently several years after that, he dies, and they found him when the elevator door opened out at Paisley Park.
Is that how it worked?
Yes,
Yeah.
the elevator door opened. He was dead on the floor.
Yeah.
God.
Well, he had coded on the plane on the way home.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
And that's one of those deaths that you have that just come out of the blue. Like you have no sign that there's a problem, and just boom. It's not like some of them that you know are not good. But
if he had coded on the way home, why didn't he go to the hospital on landing?
that's the question.
Well, they took him to the hospital, and then they apparently, I don't know, gave him Narcan, whatever. And
Yeah,
I
that
think
doesn't
it was
last
his
forever,
decision to make. I think it was his decision to make. Although you would think that they would have to hold you on a drug overdose.
No,
It's
they can't do
crazy.
that.
No, it's nuts. So like I have a bunch of people that are in trauma med, and like they'll Narcan somebody and they'll be like, all right, we got to bring you in. They'll say, I can't afford an ambulance ride. I got to go to work. And you're like,
I gotta go to work. So did they do their radio show that day, Britt?
They do their radio show that day. Yes, I was just Narcaned as somebody who was recently Narcaned.
That's nice to hear. That's
you.
wonderful.
Never had so much energy.
Well,
I know.
Yeah, but the big thing with Prince was that doctors prescribing him was trying to hide it. So he was keeping them away from other doctors. But the best thing that's ever happened was when they changed the law so that you can tell the cops without getting arrested for being there when they overdose. That was a great change in the law. That we did. So.
Yeah, that's all very, very unfortunate to be that successful and you can't live with your own success. That's just, it's really sad.
He was a really sad dude. Like
He
apparently,
was, yes.
His life was just really sad, which that's with all he had. That's really too bad.
Tortured artist.
It's a very isolating way to live.
Yeah, it is.
Once you get famous enough, you can't make real friends ever again.
That day he sat down with you, Tom, he could have sat down, dealt with his demons, and everything would have been good. But,
Can you imagine Prince just all of a sudden, he just meets Tom and he's like, by the way, I'm horribly addicted to drugs. Can you please help me?
Yeah, every Thursday he's on the podcast,
Sure, buddy.
Yeah, I said, you candy ass, get the hell away from me. That was really great. That was absolutely wonderful. But no, it was really, really sad because he was an incredibly shy person.
And his goal was to be in the top 10 in music with a different name. He wanted to write every song in the top 10, but under different names, so nobody knew it was him. Because apparently he has like twice as many top 10s than people really know because he wrote stuff for like the Bangles, the Go-Go's, and wouldn't use a different name. So we're going to be a big fan of the Go-Go's when she grows up.
Yeah,
probably.
There you go.
I downloaded a whole bunch of Prince songs for a car trip one time, and honest to God, some of his experimental stuff, I'm like, what the hell is going on? I don't even understand this.
Thank you so much for saying that. Because there's two bands you can't say anything bad about. It's Prince and the Beatles. And let me tell you, sometimes they suck, okay? And I'm sick of pretending that everything they touch is gold. Some of it, you know that they knew they sucked. It's why they didn't put it out.
Yes.
So our discussion about Bad Bunny doesn't apply to Prince and his lyrics, just checking.
What do you mean?
Well, because I got an inkling that every once in a while Prince dabbled in the explicit in his language. Just a little bit.
But you can't understand him either. So.
Yeah. So Darling Nikki is probably one of the dirtiest songs you can find out there.
What? Darling Nikki?
Yeah, Darling Nikki.
I've never even heard of this song.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
Here we go. I'm going to look
so
up
when
lyrics.
he's grinding on the guitar. So.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I don't give a rat's ass about Bad Bunny because I'll never see him again. I don't watch the halftime show. I didn't go over and watch the other thing on Take America Great or whatever else it's called. I just don't like halftime shows. I never have.
I just would love it if people would just go, they're trying to outrage us again. Pass.
Yep.
Pass. Who
1000%.
cares?
Yep.
Don't
Just
fall for it.
don't fall for it.
Guess what? If you, like Tom said, if you don't want to watch it, I don't listen to Bad Bunny music, but like I like watching it with my nephews who like him, and so it's like okay, but I know I'm not the demographic. I think there's an outrage that people are experiencing as well, with some of these people experiencing for the first time that they're not the demographic. And that is such a weird thought. Like, just either watch it or don't. But you're right, Catherine. Like, don't fall for the get upset over something so stupid. Like, the Super Bowl was now how long ago? I don't even care.
I don't even know what the viewership was. Was the viewership fantastic?
It was big,
Huge. Yeah.
They get an international audience. They get a military audience. It's huge. So,
that's true.
But the Vikings fans should not ever consider themselves the demographic. So,
that's true.
So here's my deal, though. Looking back on all this stuff, this, that, and the other thing, and talking about being, it did make me miss that kid Prince, talking about him, because he was a very nice guy, very shy and all the rest of it. But I mean, some of these other things that go on in the business, it's like, I don't know. It's just one of those situations where watching that stuff, or this guy's doing this and he's grabbing his crotch and whatever. You guys do what you want to do, right?
Well, Michael Jackson was a big schlong.
Yeah, he was. He was a big.
He loved
grabber.
it.
He was.
He sure did. And also,
He sure did.
a lot of problems there too. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think people, and I wouldn't ever judge anyone who's able to differentiate the music from the artist on that, because there are people that have emotional attachment to music, and we know the things he did. I mean, they're like now to the point where you can't deny some of that, but like, I don't know. I can't drum up enough emotion to care at this point. Like,
yeah.
No.
What's crazy, have you seen that? They went back, I was watching the Corey Haim interview. Apparently, Michael Jackson tried to talk Corey Haim out of going to Epstein Island. Like, there's these videos.
Really?
There's all of this stuff
Where
coming
you
out that
talk
Michael
to
Jackson might have been
what's going
protecting
on.
kids.
It's crazy when you see the stuff that everybody's like, oh, well, isn't that interesting?
Well, I think when you hear, a grown man is having kids over to play video games and like he wants to like have slumber parties and stuff, it's like you immediately think the worst.
yeah.
But I think Michael Jackson was just mentally stunted. I think he was just like permanently 8 years old in his mind.
I think you're right, but I will say this: I watched that Leaving Neverland, and every kid's account, it's kind of zany because it's not physical molest. I mean, it is, but like the same narrative was around having these kids bend over and do a specific thing, and it was all these adult males who, like, everybody knows an adult male is not going to be quick to admit that this happened to him, and you're like, this. I mean, I went to a place of like, well, who knows, to watching that doc going, that definitely happened.
Well, his whole thing of sleeping naked with kids was like, nah, that's just not,
That's
Yeah,
not
you can't
cool.
do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're a 6-year-old in your head. You're still that's, so. Yeah. But those videos, like the Corey Haim interview, is just scary how much information there is that nobody is paying attention to. But you watch Oscar speeches where they're like, oh, the Weinsteins. I got this whole
Right. Yep.
But
so out in the open, and everybody's like, interesting.
It's like a complex thing, right? Because, and I'm not excusing it. I would kill somebody who ever did any of this. Michael Jackson probably had deep love for these kids.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there was obviously some sort of thing where, like, I'm sure he did be like, don't go here or do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not ever simplistic. Like, villains or whatever, these things are not simplistic. It's not a one-tone thing where you're like, I'm sure he was, like, caring of them, yeah.
Oh, I mean, we see this in sexual abuse cases. The kids, they know what's going on is wrong in some way, but it feels good, and they've never had this experience, so they don't know that it's wrong. And so you get these bizarre, like, connections between a perp and a survivor that are just, they're scary. We had a survivor that when he saw the list of witnesses, saw there was another witness that was in school the same time he was, and he looked at it and went, oh, wow, the guy was two-timing me. And it's like, that is just so scary as far as, testimony goes, that there's that kind of bond that's created. Because it feels good. And
well, they are also groomed and told things that aren't true, and they don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, this is a bright,
I know.
Here, I'll throw a little light moment in for you.
Okay.
It wasn't so light when it happened, but I look back and went, oh, who gives a shit? Andy, when you were, what, 7 years old when you went out to the school down on 169?
The international school?
Yeah, international school.
Oh, I was like 13.
When you went there?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, because that whole story, looking back, I was supposed to interview Paul McCartney. He was in town, and he actually was going to come to KQRS, and I was going to interview him there and all the rest of it. And then I don't know what happened, or I think, Andy, maybe you were sick or something, and I had to pick you up from school. And when Paul McCartney found out that I passed on an interview face-to-face with him to go pick my son up from school, he was not too happy. Yeah. And I said, I don't give a shit if you're happy or not. He's my son. I'm sorry, but I love the kid, and I'm going to go pick him up. Have a good time. And I love Paul McCartney. I would have loved to sit face-to-face with him and talk to him, but I'm sorry. My kids take precedent over something like that.
Did you still interview him?
No, I never did.
Okay. So compared to Ringo, who called back?
Yeah, Ringo called back. The
I
line.
think Zepp ended up doing it, didn't he?
No, it wasn't Zepp. It was, God, it was somebody else.
Was it Lastman?
No, it wasn't. Well, boy, look at the time.
I'm talking to McCarthy, the lead singer of Who.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh, God, we better. Andy, you want to just put you want to do another live Bradshaw and Bryant? You want it recorded?
No, I think the last one was so great. We'll just leave it there.
Okay. Why don't you put those two together then, Andy, the B&B and Bilski? That'd be great.
Sure.
Thank you, because I didn't realize it was running so late. My God. All right, we'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Allie?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands-free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Why should your business bank with North American Banking Company? Here's Pete Wolf, owner of Robinson Rubber of Robbinsdale.
I partnered with North American Banking Company because I was able to talk to the president, and I know they have my back. They are much easier to talk to than those larger banks. The openness and flexibility has been the best part of banking with North American Banking Company. They understand small to medium businesses. No matter what part of the bank I am working with, North American Banking Company has the latest technology and friendly staff. I would absolutely recommend North American Banking Company to any of my closest colleagues if they want to have peace of mind in their business.
So why not bank where I bank, with my friends at North American Banking Company? To learn more about North American Banking Company, go to nabankco.com. That's nabankco.com, or do what I do and stop by any one of their 6 Twin Cities locations. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're rocking out, man.
So it looks like there's going to be a coming together of Bradshaw and Bryant and Bilski and his bank. We're going to start doing more work together. So I was talking last week. He came up, met with my staff, did a great job.
Wonderful.
And brought somebody with him who knew what they were talking about. So he had that. And I asked him after if we should give credit to, who, the ads with Britt, the ads with you. And he's like, screw it. We paid for it. So it's just, we're taking credit.
Wow.
Bilski.
I would like to thank our audience for the loyalty that you have shown me for about the last 40 years, ladies and gentlemen, maybe longer than that even. On my watch, on my phone, on the screen in front of us right now, tons of people said, Tom, it was Ray Eric. That was 27 years ago.
God, was
It's crazy.
it really?
27 years ago. They're all like, no, it was Ray Eric. That's who did it.
Ray Eric.
So to answer Clown Shoe's question, COVID led to people forgetting about cell phones and driving because I believe during COVID, when there were less cars and everybody was speeding, that people forgot about that we actually have laws on the road.
Oh, absolutely.
And do whatever the hell they wanted to do. And as a result, we just kind of lost that belief that we couldn't use our phones. And it's crazy how many people use their phones on the road. It's nuts.
I remember during the
I
COVID
agree.
years, I was driving to work and people would be going like 90 on Highway 100.
Yep.
And I'm like, why isn't anyone being pulled over? What is going on?
Because they weren't out there and they didn't care about lights, they didn't care about stop signs.
No.
The only thing is I use Siri now now that I've got a iPhone, I use Siri for my text message. Every once in a while, Siri sends out a text. It's just like, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, yes.
Every time I text my son, Tom gets it. So he gets a lot of, I love you, Dad. So,
Oh. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
yeah, I know. You always send it back wrong, Tom. So it makes me
did.
sad because I was hoping you'd just kind of dive into it. Like, oh, good.
Just play along.
Yeah, just play along. Mike does love me. So
Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's really good news. That's fantastic.
that was an awesome croissant. I think I may fly down to Florida tonight to get another one.
They
That was
are
my
awfully
God.
good. I don't know.
Oh,
Second to
God.
none, really.
my one-day visit to Florida. So
Yes.
I always feel like a consigliere when I do that, when I fly down to give you news.
Yeah, you are kind of my consigliere. I got you and Bilski are one is the mouthpiece, the consigliere. I mean, Bilski. I talked to Bilski last night, and it just I love that guy. He's such a wonderful.
He's a very good guy.
Well, let me put it this way, and don't Andy you cover up Mike's ears if you could. But I couldn't be any luckier to have you and Bilski, one on the legal side, one on the financial side. You guys have just, man, my life would be a disaster without both of you. It's
Probably true. It's almost a disaster with us. So.
Yeah. Really being held together right
Not
now.
for lack of trying.
Well, not for lack of trying. That's exactly right. There's no question about it. But all right, so we got. Okay, what time do you have to go, Brittany? Do you have to go at any specific time?
No,
so you can say
I have
the show
nothing
ends.
going on.
we got about 13 minutes left. If you could stay that long.
I would love to.
And
Now it's
you were
down to
talking-
12.
We're talking with Chris, and Wuthering Heights comes out today. So much
I
excitement.
thought it was a Wuthering.
Whatever. Whatever.
Well,
Well, it could be withering while it's wuthering.
Yeah.
It is
So
Wuthering.
more Margot Robbie. That's more Margot Robbie now. That's my motto.
Okay. Well, I understand that. I do understand that. No question
she's
about it.
having her moment. Well,
Yes.
a few years
Although,
of a
go
moment.
see the other movie. Her other movie is so good. I don't care. I haven't even seen this one. The other one's better.
Barbie?
What is it?
No.
No,
Journey.
the great
Barbie.
big beautiful journey or whatever. It's bold.
I'm a big
Bold,
proponent of
beautiful.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to write in for the Academy Awards on that movie.
Works for me. No
Yeah,
question about
we
it.
watch movies all the time that are just, we're like, that was really good. We look up the critics' take. It's like, it's the worst movie in the world, and anybody that likes it is a moron. It's like,
know,
oh,
right?
okay. All right. Thank you.
Isn't that so true?
It is true.
Yes.
Like, just live in a bubble, and if you like something, just don't even verbalize it at this point, because somebody will
even.
burst your bubble.
At this
Yes.
point, I've watched so much Baby Shark Hospital and
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Holy Oli. I
Oh,
mean,
my
I don't think I
God.
have a barometer for what's good anymore.
Oh,
Now
Baby
that-
Shark is still on?
Absolutely.
Oh God, it's like I think it. Okay, I might be wrong. Andy, fact check me. It might be the #1 YouTube video like that's ever existed.
Really?
Because I mean, it is. There's
Gangnam
something
Style.
like they have it riddled in meth. Like there is no. It is
Baby
so
Shark,
addicting.
Oh my God. Baby Shark is the #1 most viewed YouTube video with 16.6 billion views.
It's probably
my
it's probably a babysitter. It's probably one
Yeah,
that just give
exactly.
them the phone and just watch it.
Yep, they just
So-
loop it over
Well,
and
that's
over.
why they say if you want a long career, do a voiceover for kids because kids are the only ones who will consume a movie again and again. I mean,
that's
even if
true.
you love like The Godfather, Tom, you're not like every night I gotta watch The Godfather.
Right,
Well,
right.
let me tell you, go every night. We've been watching Monsters Inc. again and again.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Mike
Now-
Wazowski.
Now, the thing that you were talking, or I was hearing, I won't say it's you, but the thing I was hearing the other day is bad things about the Wiggles. The Wiggles are by far one of the greatest kids things out there.
Were they the gold spaghetti?
Yeah, yep, correct.
Oh, yeah.
So my favorite was we went to Colorado with the boys. The boys are probably like 3 and 4. And there's these, like, all of my stepbrothers are there. My stepbrothers are these mountain men from Colorado. Okay. And they're walking around with their Coors beer and their open carry and they're all, and the boys are watching the Wiggles and these guys stop like, oh my God, it's gay things on TV. And like, they were so offended by what was on the TV. And it's like, these are my kids. They're going to fucking watch it.
Yeah.
End of the day, 2 days later, they're all singing Wiggles songs because the Wiggles are loved by everybody.
Hot potato.
So, yeah.
I don't think I've ever watched a Wiggles show.
No, we were too old for it by the time they became a thing, I think.
I took the boys.
Fawn and Sage?
They were both like 3-4 years old.
What year would this have been?
This is, I don't know, a long time ago. We're going to the concert in St. Paul, okay? As we're walking along, they both refused to walk. Okay.
Yep.
So I do the old potato carry with them both on my shoulders, and I'm walking into the Wiggles. That was not a fun day.
No.
And then on top of everything else, who was it? Not Maury, but the guy in blue. What's his name? The blue one.
Blue Maury?
No. Blue Maury's yellow. Blue. The blue one wasn't there, and that was very sad because he's my favorite Wiggles. So
that's too
him
bad.
And the cop. The cop's hot.
What?
I'm looking at the highest list of
Look up the cop. Look up the Wiggles cop. She's something.
The most viewed YouTube video since Brittany prompted this. I'm looking at it. In the top 10, we got Baby Shark, of course.
Baby Shark.
Wheels on the Bus.
That's kids.
Bath Song by Coco Melon.
These are all babysitters.
Phonic Song with 2 words.
Okay.
By Choo Choo TV Nursery.
Okay.
TV Nursery. It says right in the title, we are babysitting your children.
There you go.
Johnny, Yes, Papa. That's a Romanian kids channel.
Okay.
Yeah, these are all in the top 10. Like most
Not
viewed
Bluey?
all the time.
No Bluey?
No, Bluey wouldn't
It'd
let
be
them.
cool if Kid Rock, or not Kid Rock.
Kid Rock?
The Rock one, School Rock, or whatever that was
Schoolhouse
called.
Rock?
Schoolhouse Rock. I
I'm
love
just
that.
a bill.
As a kid, I loved watching that. Just a bill.
Yep.
I'm just a bill
Sitting
on
there
Capitol.
on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
See, these things stay with
Hey,
forever
I
and
don't
ever.
know. I swear there is like cocaine in your studio.
That's what I was
I'm
wondering.
telling
What's
you.
in that drink there?
I
pal?
keep looking at
Jesus.
Catherine and we're like, what is happening?
I have
This
no
has
idea.
become quite the nerd room. I mean, we've got
It really is, yeah.
Star Trek, Wiggles,
Yeah.
Andy and I are old school in it.
We sure are.
Guess so.
A Clown Shoe says, wasn't the Blue Wiggle Anthony?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of. Anthony.
There
Yeah,
you go.
That's my favorite.
God, now you got them engaged. Now we're talking.
See, they're all fans. They started out, they were thinking it was strange, but they're all fans of
understand.
the Australian band, and they all love them.
They're
Except-
Australian?
I don't think they're even active anymore. I think they've all moved on. But I'm not sure. Actually, one of them may have died by now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's too bad.
Somebody just mentioned Nicole Curtis's show got canceled, which I didn't even know was still on the air
What?
because she used a bad word.
Nicole
Curtis.
Curtis.
again.
Nicole Curtis. She used to be on our show all the time
Oh,
when she
that
lived in
Nicole
Minneapolis.
Curtis. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was doing rehab
Rehab Addict.
Yeah, she was one of the original HGTV kind of shows about
Okay.
the.
The house one. That was the house lady, right?
Rehab addict definitely sounds like something more in my realm of like alcoholic than it does house.
No, it was the rebuilding old houses. Like, didn't
Yeah.
she get in a
She would
bunch of
renovate.
like, her and the
That's
mayor
right.
got into a big fight in Minneapolis
Yep.
when Betty was mayor, I think. So, or Betsy,
Yeah,
not Betty.
I think she moved out of Minnesota because of that, and she was pretty much doing everything in Michigan, where she is
That's right.
from. If I
Because
got
she
it
was
right.
doing all of Detroit or something.
Yeah,
So apparently,
Drop-
so what happened was she was
Jeez,
on
I
a
can't get
ladder and
word in.
okay, something happened and she got frustrated. She tried to say fart knocker. She said fart something else.
The
Okay.
big N.
Yes.
Ooh.
And apparently that's
Yeah.
it's an unforgivable sin.
Where does that come from in your brain?
Well,
Like,
knocker it's similar.
No, knocker, but no, it's like when you spell correct to that word, you must have used that word in your spelling at some point.
I don't know. I misspeak all the time.
Nah, but I don't think you misspeak like somebody.
I
don't
don't
have-
think that's the reason. That can't possibly be the reason. There's got to be more to that story. That feels.
No, that's
Yeah.
the reason. I just looked it up. It's on the Detroit News or whatever.
But
Have
you
you
don't
ever-
have Tourette's, so you got it somewhere in your head that
She
that
might.
comes out.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Have
No.
you ever
Well,
used the
maybe she
term
must have
fart
heard
knocker, Tom?
Fart knocker. I think I have many times.
I
We've been
have
talking
not.
about
I
it.
know that's not as offensive as the Big N, but like it's a fart knocker. I think is almost cancelable. Like that is pretty embarrassing in general.
For Tom, Gunt was probably the closest that you ever
Yes.
came to a word that should have gotten you tossed.
Yeah.
Very
so.
true. Yes, no question about it.
Catherine, I don't know if I told Tom, but I don't think you know. So, do you remember the gal who used to do the dating podcast way back on that used to do the podcast in Acme when you guys had the whole thing going there?
Which one?
The one who did the dating podcast.
Yes.
Dating podcast.
Yeah, which I just got a case from her because she remembered me from when I was on, which I don't know why it was on a dating podcast, but who knows?
She came in as a guest a few times to promote.
Right, and
her
Tom
podcast.
did her show once too, which again is a question. I don't know why he's doing dating podcasts, but so.
I just want to show off who I date.
And
That's
I
what
can't
it
think
was.
of her
Kelly
name.
Glass, I think was her name.
That's
Kelly-
right.
I don't remember this
Yeah,
person.
but she did a show because it was on the network when you had the Tom Barnard network. But yeah, she remembered me, and I got a great case from her that was like, wow, that's cool. And I don't know why I was at a dating podcast, but yeah.
There you go.
I was-
Beavis and Butthead was
Oh, God.
fart knocker.
Yep,
Okay.
that's what I
yeah,
know it
that
from.
would be it.
I feel like a lot of things could happen when trying to say fart knocker. I don't
Just
think that's
don't
a
say
good,
it. Yeah,
it's
let's
just
just-
not a. I
Mike-
think
It's not a word.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm like
No.
also like, what is if you break down that word? Like, what is even the adjective? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Although,
My
I heard a
grandma Marie used to say funny things like that though. Like she used to be famous for saying little shits. Like when she would
Oh,
talk about
yeah.
little kids, she'd
Oh,
be like,
yeah.
"Oh, those little shits," and you're like, "Why does that sound so offensive?"
they are little shits a
what
lot of
we've
times.
heard.
They are
We
not
know that
no.
One of my clients just used the word shit tickets for toilet paper.
Yep,
like,
I've heard that
never
one.
heard that before.
I've never heard. Really?
How many
Never
shit
heard it.
do you use? Well, I haven't really thought about it. So
All right. Any closing words? The hell of a
let's
show.
see.
man.
Closing words. Well, they passed they passed in Congress voter ID, so we may see voter ID. So we've got great voter suppression out
That'd
there.
be good.
We'll have less people vote.
Voter suppression.
I can't, you guys. I don't want to have these two get into this. I cannot.
right.
Like, yeah. I also feel like I have to give you like I'm getting insulation today, Catherine, and I'm pretty excited about that.
For the
Nice.
closet.
I'm for the closet for my house. Gogo's wall is like a freezer, so I feel really guilty about that as a mom. So
Yeah.
Nice.
that was me
Yeah.
changing the subject, by the way.
Oh, well, good. I just think that. Oh, okay. I'll
Is,
leave
the
it
is the exterior of your house stucco?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just awful. It's so cool.
Okay,
This
so
house
they have
is
to bore
almo-
the. They have
Yeah,
to bore
yeah.
the holes and do the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
That's
be
a big job.
It's a big job, but I'm telling you, I keep thinking to myself, what would I want more than to be like warm in my own house? Nothing.
Yeah, yeah. We need to do that. Honestly, maybe even this summer, we need to go through and
Oh my
reinstall.
god! I'll give you this guy's number because there's all these things going on right now. It's really smart to do it now. So I'll give you his number.
Oh yeah.
And Darren, I do want illegals to vote, just so we're clear. I want Clinton, the pedophile, to do what he does, and I do want illegals to vote. That's my goal.
I want no one to vote.
But so are they doing it all today? So it'll be all warm tonight when you're watching Traders?
Nope.
Oh.
They're just walking through and end up setting a date and stuff. But I'm pretty excited about it.
Excellent. Excellent.
There you have it. See, now if I were a good host, I'd go, "What's the upside of illegals voting?" But I won't say that
God.
because it's time to
I
go.
tried, guys. I
You did
tried.
try.
I literally talked about something so random.
But let me point something out to everybody.
Oh, good.
Michael Bryant and Michael Bilski are two of my best friends in the world. One of them leans pretty left. One of them leans pretty right. Has nothing on to do with our relationship. Why people can't get along with one another because they don't agree politically. I mean, I think 99% of our distinguished guest sitting there right now, 99%. It's just this political world is all screwed up.
Took
So
you a
what are
minute to
gonna
come
do?
up with distinguished.
Yeah,
He really had to reach. And
But
to
I
which
do have a question.
I understand that, Tom. That was a hard one. It felt you're not a liar naturally, so that was a hard one for you.
but I do want to know, why is it so hard to become really good friends and actually admire someone, even though you don't agree with them on a lot of things? So what?
Yeah, well, because you accept you're wrong sometimes, and I.
Oh God! See here, there it is, right there.
When did we start letting ex-wives into doing comments on the podcast?
Who's ex-wives?
People like to.
I'm reading some of these, and it's got to be
stirring
ex-wives.
the pot, as they say.
Well, if you keep collecting them, Mike, we can't keep them out.
Uh-oh.
So,
Boy, look at the time. I'd love to stay out. But let me close with that. It doesn't matter if they're left, they're right, they're up, they're down, their skin color. Why do you let that even affect your relationship?
Well, I feel
it's
like
ridiculous.
Politics are just like the NFL. They're doing this on purpose.
Yep.
They're trying to make everybody nuts,
Yeah.
and they're doing a great job because it's polarizing, and so they know who they've
really
got
sad.
and who they have to get. That's what they're doing.
All right, close it. Hey, Britt, this is D. Hart from Stillwater. Did you see that?
Love him. Yep.
Go ahead and what does it say? Go ahead and what?
Go ahead and get that done because it makes a big difference. Because I bought a house and it was all stucco when they did it. Makes a big difference. So everyone's telling me spend money, and that's like my favorite thing to do. So
Yeah,
I love this.
Oh, nice.
Well, your overall bill will go down. The heating bill. That's where.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll make up for whatever. And you know what? At this point, I'd rather put money into. This last couple months, I've been freezing. I'm ready. I'm ready to take the punch to the stomach. Tell me the price. Get it done.
Well, someone else in the chat said that it leads to mold, and yes, we have had like outlets we've opened up, and there's mold in there from the condensation, and that's one big reason it's not good.
Cool.
Don't forget to save all your receipts because when and if you sell your house for a gain,
that's right.
you don't want to pay capital gains on something like that.
No, you do
Capital
not.
gains.
That was actually the most useful thing I've ever heard. So thanks,
welcome.
Catherine.
Ever.
These fools
Save
need
your
to step up.
receipts. Save your receipts on anything.
Did you write energy savings off?
Can you?
I think you can. I think there's some government programs you can make some claims on energy savings. I believe.
There you go.
It's all too complicated.
I'm a lawyer, not an accountant, as
There
people
you go.
are well aware.
And I'm an idiot, so this.
No,
worked out
you're
great.
not.
No, you're not.
No, it's actually really fun.
But
Boy, look at the time. That's all I have to say.
Bye.
Gets me out of a lot of
All right,
things.
talk to you
Totally.
later.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Love you too.
Every time I hear the same reminds me how you talking